Hello, I'm Romolo and welcome to part one. We're talking about the moon landing. The other day I was watching television and I saw Neil Tyson discussing the moon landing with a couple other people that didn't believe the moon landing occurred. And Neil said, why would they spend so much money to do all that they did not to place somebody on the moon? And that's an interesting question, Neil. Because when you really look at it, the Russians put the first rocket in outer space. The Russians put the first man in outer space. The Russians put the first satellite in outer space. So the United States had to achieve something that would supersede what the Russians were doing. Because of course we want to be the highest in technology in the world. Just in case you didn't know that, Neil, I thought I'd just share that part with you that you seem to have left out why the United States had to reach the moon. Well, let's see actually what happened, Neil. 9:32 in the morning, the rocket was launched, right? Now tell me if this is true. You can feel free to email me or make your own YouTube video to contradict what I'm talking about. Maybe I got something wrong. You can help me. I'm probably not as big as a scientist as you are. I'm sure you make a lot more money than me. But anyways, let's look at reality. Here we go. We shoot the rocket in the morning. It passes the clouds. Nobody can see after this. Because after the clouds, passing the clouds, where did that rocket go? As the moon is coming to that open window space, the rocket is right here. So it's going to intercept the moon as it's moving. We have a glitch here, Neil. What is the glitch? It's called the radiation outside the magnetic field. Watch every movie, watch every documentary how they made the spacesuit and how they made the rocket. There is no shielding for these sun cosmic rays that are coming from the sun and in outer space. I think they call it the galactic cosmic rays, which is the radiation that is spewing in outer space. But we're protected by the magnetic field. That's where I think the space station is, right, Neil? I believe I'm correct. That's where the space station is within this realm here. So that's where the cosmonauts and the United States and all the other countries are using the space station. Why? Because the radiation would be so intolerable after this limit outside the gravitational, the Earth's magnetic field. So even today, the scientists are asking if anybody has some kind of plan to eliminate that radiation field from the suits, from the spacecraft, because they don't. And so this will also go into terraforming Mars, my other video that I will be talking about. So what actually happened? And I know everybody's thinking, well, how can I prove that this is what happened? They were dropped off right here. Right there they were dropped off. Waiting within the Earth's magnetic field. So they go around with the Earth. They stay where they are. They're right there. What happened is that in their studio, well before this has ever occurred, they made a video. So all the grounds people, and I'm not saying all the grounds people, but 99% of them that were working at the space station were not aware of the glitch. What was the glitch? What was the glitch that the United States made? Here they go, they're all at their space stations, and they're viewing the rocket, and they're viewing everything. The glitch was, here goes the studio where the film is coming in. The exact second they meet this, right here, the video comes in effect. Right there, right there, right there. and it shows them going to the moon. Now you would say to yourself, well, they're in their chair. They can't move. How could they be there for so many days? How could they? Well, obviously, they showed in the moon video that they had a little rocket where they were walking around and stuff like that. They were doing the same thing right here. But they showed the video of them hopping around, the flag waving. Again, somebody taking a picture of the video so good. I mean, gravity is less in the moon than it is on the earth, but they were able to make a steady, beautiful film, not really moving around, you know, and nothing. Again, not possible. But anyways, so what happened was, one of these people, which will come out soon, noticed that there was a glitch. But because of the euphoria, what is it called? Yeah, there you go. There you go now. Euphoria going around. Wow, we did it, we did it, we did it. That one individual doesn't want to make it look like, hey, there's something wrong here. He wants his job. He wants his money. He wants, you know, he doesn't want to be the bad guy saying, there's a glitch here. From this point on, there's a glitch going to the moon. A video comes on. See, everybody else was not aware of it, but somebody in the office was aware of it. And when they watch my video, hopefully they see it, they will come forward and mention exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure just not one of them has seen it. I'm sure a couple people noticed it. But then again, patriotism comes to the fourth. If they find out this is false, we're so far behind Russia, it's looking bad for us. They beat us on every avenue. So let's not even mention, here, this is how easy it was. Hold on. It never happened. You see? Nobody knows. It never happened. You see how easy that was? So nobody here mentions that there was a glitch because now the United States is back on top. Again, I don't care what country's on top. I think that, you know, even achieving that much is great, you know, but nothing was actually achieved. So now you have to ask yourself, okay, so when they came down, how did they come down? Videotape is taping them. Now they're entering back into our Earth's atmosphere. A little booster engine, and this is how they discard old satellites and everything. They just push it down, and it just, once it goes through here, you know, it just automatically falls like a rock, you know, right where they needed it to drop. They calculated it from the video, from here, the time limit that would take, and they pop their little parachutes, and voila, right into water, right on time, corresponding to, the invisible. I'll make that again so we know. I'll erase it again so we say it didn't happen. Corresponding to the video. So now this landing, yes, they were outer space within the magnetic field. They were not on the moon because they would have died of radiation. If you check one of your other videos on TV, you mentioned that, you know, in outer space, the radiation would automatically kill you, which you mentioned that about Mars, and that's where I'm going to go to with terraforming because that was really good. So we see here, did they actually go to the moon? Nay, I say, because they had to be within the magnetic field. So they never went up here, or else they would have been all dead. But they were in here, one little astronaut, two little astronaut, three little astronaut, and the little rocket booster, and the whole show production was right there. So, but that never happened, so let me, nobody's supposed to know about that. So anyways, that is what actually happened. Thank you for looking at my YouTube video and seeing reality of the moon landing.